P A Geier Royal Suction Sweeper. I did research since the last video. I'm filming this before that one airs, so if that was wrong, this is definitely going to be wrong. Either way, very rare machine. As you saw from the unboxing, couldn't do much with it because I can stick my finger into where I shouldn't be able to. It's just a very nice ornament, really. Not anymore, because in these two boxes are some, not all that there should be, some spares for it. So let's have a look and see if we can progress this project on at all. Oh yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? What a backstory to these parts. You see, obviously the problem with finding parts for a vacuum cleaner that was only made for a couple of years in the 1920s. See, what makes this so different to all of the other ones that look like this is that the dirt exits that way. Wasn't until Royal got hold of the actual design and changed it to go out that way, which makes parts for this a bugger, quite frankly. We need a whole motor, at the very least, with a fan and everything. Problem is, obviously, these are quite hard to find, but by chance, in Pennsylvania, there was one of these for sale. And it came over to the UK in a container via Methods. Say no more than that. But then it had to come from Cheshire to Buckinghamshire. Didn't quite make it. There's been no waiting. 3 flipping weeks it took, because you've got to wait for like a time period to pass before you can complain about something. But luckily, I will say a box, because these were sent to me slightly differently, came back to the original sender. So today they got driven down to me. Lots of other cool stuff, but that's not what this video is about. So, but we'll start with this one, because this one's a small box anyway, and I know what's in there. And very faded. Very faded, as in I think I prefer that one, although this one has to see how it washes up, I think. Cloth bag. Cool, look at that. Now, annoyingly on this, actually that one will be the same. The top is sealed up, and what I can work out, this is full of newspaper and dirt. But I haven't looked at this far before. This newspaper feels very old. Where is it from? Doesn't say. Ah, here we go. Showcase, Thursday, January the 30th, 1986. I'm not going to get all this out, quite frankly. But, here we go. Oh, no. It doesn't actually, it's an American newspaper. I think Showcase might be the name of it. I know, in the UK everything's sort of always... There we go, look, miscellaneous. Winter Holiday 86 to benefit March of Dimes. Nursing Honour Society Eligibility Team. That sounds riveting, doesn't it? Yeah, so you can see how filthy this whole thing is. I'll be honest, this is the last video I'm filming today before I have a shower and go to bed. So I'm not terribly fussed about dirt. Ah, here we go. Look, here's the photo. Oh, it is Showcase, Thursday, January the 30th, 1986. There we go, look. I mean, I think it's all Showcase, quite frankly. I don't know. Either way, That is staying right in there for now. And it's basically been washed, and we shall see what happens with it, quite frankly. Oof. If you're gonna display a vacuum cleaner, don't display it full of dirt. Oh. What am I going ooh for? You see what I do. Anyway, the more exciting bit is in here. I say exciting, it's exciting and it's sad, because sadly all I've been finding is bits of wheel. Luckily, we have some spares. So, yeah, this wouldn't have arrived intact anyway, quite frankly. So, there is a big bit missing, which you probably already guessed, but I'll keep you waiting until the end. Oh, here's my knife. Fabulous. So we have another. I haven't got the one that went with that on me, but brush strip, which seems to be in much better condition than the original. And another suction head assembly. In again, very good condition. Fabulous. What else have we got? That I think has something to do with the bag. I'll tell you what else the guy gave me. Millions of Dyson subplate wheels. Literally, this whole bag is full of packets of it, which is fantastic because they're really rare. So thank you very much. You know who you are. I'm sure you'll be watching this. Oh, I can't really put it off any longer. No. It's got fan look. You can tell. Oh, put that there. Sadly, no wheels now. Oh yeah, I've also got these, which are for a different project. These are different types of bearing puller. But that's not, well, it might be for this. But we've got to keep digging a bit because there's lots of broken bits in this box. Although I don't think we need any of them. We'll fish them all out anyway. So what have we got? We've got another packet of wheels. Yeah, more bits of Bakelite plastic. And actually this is the other bit to this, look, it's quite cool. This is actually, in fact, this is slightly relevant because they're unboxed together. I'm having issues with the Electrolux Model 11. So hoping that the different bearing pullers than what I've got will do what we need to do, but that's not for this video. So there we go, that is everything from there. All sorted. Then we put away just enough of this to look at the camera. I'll put these in there. Oh my gosh. There. I get down to the nitty gritty because obviously the big problem we had is that there's no motor. This was a complete machine. The handle didn't make it, or is still somewhere in Middle England, but hopefully that's going to be okay. We have number, this is 145129, this is 84207, so this one is much older anyway, and you can tell the difference already. I mean, if I stick this one's thing on, there we go. Look, you can tell the difference just for looking at it. Obviously, this one's sitting really badly because it's missing two of its wheels. Yeah. The idea is, oh, there's a twisty thing. Ignore it, don't touch it. It's to make one good one out of two. And just from glancing at these, this is the casing that's going to be kept. And this is going to be broken apart nicely for its motor. Yes, indeed. I'm hoping that maybe we can get them running tonight. As in, if we can take this one's handle, because this was sold as working, and if I take this back off, the fan does spin. Well, in fact, it's got little carbon brushes as well. I had a screwdriver somewhere. Let's just give it a little bit of a sanity check. Oh, there's no carbon brush on the end of there. But it is in there, so I think we're going to call that it has a carbon brush and leave it at that, quite frankly. So there we go. So because I made such a, the before video was so short, didn't really get a chance to look at this, why don't we bodge one together? So we need to take the rear wheel and one other wheel for this, the handle, and we're going to rewire the handle as well, and the bag. Lob it all onto this and see what we can make of it. So instantly having this open now shows me, because I was struggling a little bit, how to take the bag off. Oh. And I think it literally just, there it is, there was a little screw here. So I didn't want to delve in too much in the before video because it was a little bit of a, I'll call it disappointment, let down that it didn't work. So that's that clip off. Here is this bag off. Oh, this has stuff in it as well. But this just has bubble wrap though. And the bag is spotless. Yeah, look at that. Nice, clean bubble wrap, what have you at. Yeah, I don't know which bag to keep now. They're both pretty rubbish. I've got a feeling that what remains of this is just going to fall off as soon as I wash it. So I'm thinking maybe the other one, but the other one's got what looks like a sturdier pattern. But we're going to use that bag for now. They've got different clips as well, look. They're the same size, but they're different. So that's the bag off. Oh, this one has a 4 stamped in there, and that one has a 3. Apart from that, absolutely identical. Right, the next thing is the handle. And as we know already, this handle has issues. Plus we've also got to disconnect the wiring from inside of here. But while that's off, we can remove the handle. Oh, look, to reveal that it did once look quite nice. It will do again because this will go to Mr. Dorian. It all will, for his magical touch. It's raining yucky stuff. Oh, it's this, look, it's all perished. This cardboard part. I think it's cardboard, it's sort of a fibrous material. Anyway, let me get you closer, and we'll start off where we need to put this spinal cable from here to there. Have a look. I've just had a sort of brainwave that it might be easier to fit the spinal cord to the handle first and then into here, depending of course on what lies beneath. So all the screws are loose for a start. There's one. Here's the other. So that's easy enough then. It's just 2 wires tagged onto the end. Well, they're all, oh gosh no, oh, haha, wow. Right, okay dokie. That changes things. That changes everything, folks. If I come to the drawers of shady language, I have actually the white piece of white flex that I used to test the Electrolux Model 12 with its plug. We are not using that at all, ever. No chance. Not a... No. No. Definitely not. And I think we don't actually have to now care which way around this goes. All we've got to do is untwist those very nice looking nuts. And yeah, oh, where are we? Here you are. But very clean electrical connections. So, okay, we are now going to pause, and I'm flipping looking at this mains cable as well now. That is scary stuff. That is the dark side of collecting anything vintage, really, especially electrical appliances. You've got to check. And on these old metal machines, I don't know how 110 volts works in terms of dying, but I don't intend to find out. So, well, here, look, if we undo this clamp, they separate. So that's, oh wow, look at that. Looks like there's a fun party in there. Now, I've been told that this isn't, sadly, the original switch, although it is good enough. Oh, I have a slightly nicer screwdriver here. So we can undo the top. No, that's not big enough. We are going to have the big one. Undo the top and bottom switch screw. Put those over there. And we'll see what disaster lies behind here. That's not so bad. Oh, yes, that is. That's terrible. I can already just... I think this is... Okay, look. Let's do it this way. If I just... Oh, I'll put my box on my toolkit. Wally, I need the snips. Just to cut this... It's all held in with the cable tie. That is fine. I don't mind that. That is an acceptable workaround solution. If we just peel this off, it's all cloth coloured covered wires. Look, must be original. But as you can see, from as I peel it back, that's the black. I don't know if it's live or neutral, but that is the black side. But actually, now that I look at this Carling Black Label, they have to be, oh gosh, right, they have to be crimped onto the switch. So let's just take that off. You are going in the bin. Now, oh, I've got to sit here. It's like a fabricy tape. So I've got to try and clean up the ends of the wires for the switch to crimp, and I shall use crimps for now. I'm not gonna. Yeah, look, it's just falling apart. Ever so glad that we didn't just plug this straight in when we unboxed it. Yeah, there we go. Wrong way. Whatever. I'll do all this off camera. Right, the plan is, which I'm now going to do off shot, is cut enough of this to go from there to the switch, and then basically use the rest of it because it's already got. Okay, it's a slightly dodgy, but it works. We know that, and I can always pull the thing out of my converter rather than touch this plug. Be a bit of a short cable, but I don't care about that at the minute. I just want to not die, really. I mean, that must be insulation, I think. Who knows? Right, off with this camera, on with electrical stuff. I shall see you in a bit. Right, this is all wired on now. I did start to use crimps, but there's just not enough space for them, sadly. So the next thing that we need to do, because I want to put the handle in to roughly try and line the cable up to cut it. So I need the handle bail. So undo these nuts, which are what's left of the sadly completely lost other handle bail, I suppose you could say. And it's all, oh gosh, yes. Look at that wear, look on the head. Luckily, however, of course, we have, that's, oh gosh, okay, this one isn't any better at all, but I have just worked out why. Oof. Gosh, ow. Oh, this one's not easy to undo. Oh yeah. It's fine, we can use tools. That's the nice thing about having a spare. You don't have to worry so much about breaking the original. As much as it'd be nice not to. If it's gonna, you know, be a pain, then quite frankly, you don't want it. Yes, that one's actually even worse. These are what lock it into place. Come on, focus. They're what lock it into place, basically. Yeah, having actually seen the whole state of that one, the other one is better. Just need to undo the nut on the other side now, which seems that it might. Oh, yeah, that's too. It'll be imperial, and I'm in metric or whatever. But close enough will do. Oh, even this one's a bit. Oh, that's why it's a big bolt that goes all the way through. I see. And I even see that you're going to be a complete pain. You know, you can snap and I wouldn't fully care. It is a pain. Yeah, the whole... In fact, it's here on this one that... There we go, that's what we're trying to undo. Keep that one out. Let me apply some persuasion. Hang on. Persuasion found, and very slowly out she comes. Oh. It's a bit small to punch it through. One completely knackered. Oh, for goodness sake, bolt. And one lovely aluminium handle grip. So, yeah, I'm actually quite glad I've got a spare now. That's the second one that we've had issues with, isn't it? So we'll feed the cable up there. And then put the whole thing back together again. But using the slightly better bolt this time, I think. All of these will benefit greatly from a trip through the wire wheel, that is for sure. There we go, one handle grip. I just need to put all this back on, and then I shall put the handle back in, cut it to size, rewire the end, and then we'll come back with time to swap the wheels. So there we go, that is everything wired up into the switch. I have switched the live, so the live from the mains cable through the switch, the neutral connected up. Right, back to making it all fit in here. So with our handle on, although not actually done up at the bottom, I haven't done that yet. Let's do that now. We are ready to start to swap some of the wheels over, because obviously, as much as isn't the casing we're going to be keeping, I'm not going into swapping entire motor assemblies out tonight. I'm tired. Instead, we can simply remove the small split pins. There's one of the wheels off. Let's remove the other small split pin that is on the wheel on the side that's good. Certainly. We'll just drop that straight on there. Put one of the split pins back in. I'm not even going to bother to splay it out. I am, however, just going to put this one back in there as well. The other wheel's okay. However, we need a back wheel as well, so we need to unbolt, because yes, it is a nice bolt on the back wheel. Some sort of height control, I do believe, and if I can find the right size screwdriver. Oh, you're not 12 mil, are you? You're 10, I'm going to say 10. Oh, called it. Don't need the extension bar either for this. I can feel I'm going to need a lot of socket setting. Oh, that's doing it up. No, that's doing it. Oh my gosh, have you stripped yourself as well? There we go, we'll put you back in there, because this is going to be one of those restorations where only, you know, the best parts. I see you chewed the end of your thread as well. Okay, so that is basically the housing. Like I say, you can tell the difference. That's exactly why we're using the one that we are using, rather than trying to cobble anything else together. There's just no point. Although this screw has not even... Oh my gosh. Well, it's either not fully formed, or they have proper tiny screwdrivers in the... Oh, really? In the 1920s. Maybe if I was really thin to undo, although it is so tempting to just take the back off. But I won't, I shall do it properly. And with that out of the way, we can simply put the lone rear wheel back in. Hope to flipping heck that the nut goes back on the end of the chocolate bolt. I'll be honest, from the small, this is the first time I've ever seen one of these, and already I'm thinking that I'm going to have to possibly replace some of the nuts and bolts. on this thing, unless they clean themselves up. I mean, it's going back in alright. It's only the ends of the thread. There we go, and then obviously that's the rear wheel. You adjust that, which tips the head forwards. So we shall play with that in a minute. That handle isn't straight though, and that's going to bug me. Possibly a little bit too much slack on here, although you could probably shove a bit up there, but it won't be staying white. I shall have to put some nice black cable on it for, you know, when it's done. This is just to see it working. Right, so we have wheels. She moves again. We need to fit a bag, and I shall fit this bag just because it's here. Really. It does look lovely, doesn't it? I don't know which way to have it. I presume this way. So we'll put the metal ring over. It might have a flow. I shall have to see. Probably involve skinning the inside of this with a heifer flow, admittedly, but it'll be better than, because yeah, these bags are really old now. I mean, if they're not original to the machine, they're going to be from the 30s or 40s, which is quite old enough, really. There we go. That's not on their retreat. This screwdriver bit is actually pretty perfect for this machine. There we go, that hasn't got to be on there uber tight, I don't think. It's hard to say how this bag should sit. I don't think I've got it right even now. Oh gosh. There we go, and then we'll fit the shiny head to it. Because why not? And that, folks, might be that. I'm going to clear all this crap up. In fact, what I will do though is pinch this. No, that's all going in the bin. Forgot about that. And then we shall actually have a look at this machine nicely. You can see it a bit more now. So, we are hopefully complete. Two machines into one. I shall take the now very much safer cable. I'll plug it into the box. The machine is on at the switch. Ready? It works! Obviously it's rubbish on there, but even on these quite big bits. Doesn't like crimps. Hey, not bad. Let's get rid of this. And you, because it really doesn't like those. It's all about getting the feel for a machine. Oh, look at that! The airflow. Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, I can't push it that way, sadly. That's beautiful. Tell you what, and I've got some airflow as well. Hang on, let me try and demonstrate this. So what I am going to do is actually to check I can even push it this way. Should be alright. Is I'm going to move forwards, I'm going to turn it on, I'm going to adjust the height so it clears the rice. I want to see if it sucks it in, so just bear with me. There we go. But the normal carpet, please. I wouldn't say it's really picking up the carpet, but oh wow, I mean I didn't try and test the suction. Oh. Okay, take my word for it, that has phenomenal airflow. Oh, that's amazing. Right, let's sum up. So, there we go, really. That's absolutely brilliant. That is such a weight off my mind. This thing at least works. It's filthy. It's now full of rice. I can see all the dust from the bag, you know, pound itself out when the rice went in. We're going to wrap its temporary white cable up for now. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I didn't even do the floor brushes. Oh well. I think we can safely say that this thing is probably going to be a bit of a monster when it's done. I mean, it remains to be seen which bag I'm going to use. I mean, this bag's quite knackered at the bottom, but it's just a bit more shapely, is possibly the right word, shapely than that one. I mean, I suppose I could dye it if it wasn't for the we'd lose the royal writing. I don't quite know. It's a problem for another day. This, though, oh, I love it. So, proper before and first look video. Sorry it's taken so long. This will now be completely smashed apart and put in the bin. No, I'm joking. It's taken apart carefully, because it needs to go off for polishing. So I'm sure Mr. Hooverlux, if he hasn't already, will regale us with the tales of how he got filthy, disgustingly dirty in the pursuit of a polished plenum chamber. So, oh, brilliant. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Oh, actually, no, there is one more thing. I was twiddling this earlier. No, I don't know what it is. So, okay, we should ignore the heck out of that. There's a little thing that pops up. I don't quite know. I have a lot of reading up to do. So for now, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. And you will see this soon. Bye bye.